We'll just get right started. Oh, look at you following my commands. Yes. Okay.
Yes, my child.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah.
I got stabbed. Hurt.
Oh yeah, I forgot you stabbed yourself like a dumbass.
I didn't stab myself.
Right. As Vats, the death's head of Baal, draws his last breath, his body slumps back against the looming statue of Bane. The spear piercing his torso drips with vile, dark crimson, corrupted blood. Murtlock gives the man one last glaring stare before turning around and drawing back a filthy curtain leading to a room to the east behind you. I was betrayed, he mutters, as he rummages through wooden crates scattered throughout the back room, sending packaging straw fluttering to the floor. These assassins conspired with my brothers to kill me. If you hadn't come along, I'd be dead. He stops for a contemplative moment, turning his scarred face to face you all. I owe you my life. He goes back to rummaging throughout the crates, taking what he can from these stolen goods. I must disappear. I intend to take the first ship out of this place, away from my mother and brothers. Do what you will with what you find down here. I couldn't care less now. Right.
Could you tell us some information about your mother?
For sure.
No.
So this man, Mortlock Van Thamper, he can tell you anything regarding the goals of the conspiring Van Thampers, about his mother, his brothers. Sure. What is it that you wish to know about first?
I guess I'll start then. When the leader of the cult of Bane said they wanted to bring the city to hell, what did they mean by that?
Just that. Same as El Turel. All big conspiracy by my family. My family's paying the Dead Three cultists to murder people in the city. Their goal is to prove that the Flaming Fist cannot do their job. Once the people lose faith and the city stops paying them, the Flaming Fist will have less of a reason to stay in Baldur's Gate, you see. With them gone, no one can stand in the way of my mother becoming the city's next Grand Duchess. If she gets her way, Baldur's Gate will share the same fate as El Turel and get dragged down to the Nine Hells.
Is that what happened to Altarel?
Quite so. My mother is one of 3 remaining members of the Council of 4, you see, which govern Baldur's Gate. She was instrumental in convincing Uldur Ravengard to travel to El Turel and meet with the High Overseer there, Thavius Krieg. With Ravengard gone now, the Flaming Fist are leaderless and vulnerable. We came close, but you intervened. If I was not betrayed, I would still hold some hope in my mother's cause, but it seems that she thinks less of me than I thought so.
We'll have to put a stop to her then.
So does that mean his mother is vaguely responsible for Alterel imploding into nothing?
Directly responsible, if I may say so myself.
That bitch.
Valen's
If you were Sir,
hands clench on his sword and he starts to smolder and steam.
You seem to be
Morka
angered by
rumbles
these
in
words,
his
and
pod.
I do not blame you. If you seek vengeance, friend, I suggest you start with my brother. It would be doing both this city and myself a favor. Amric Van Thamper. The Dead Three cultists receive regular payments from my brother. He runs his own money-lending business out of a tavern called the Low Lantern. My mother doesn't expect much of me, but oh, she thinks the world of Amric. He's always been her favorite. As for... Yeah, go ahead.
We'll deal with him.
I'd be grateful. Once I'm gone, I do not want to be pursued by more assassins.
Would you like our protection?
Byron, you're really quiet, my man. I'm gonna turn you up all the way there.
Oh, goodbye.
Hello?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
I asked him if he would like our protection.
He kind of takes his club and puts it over his shoulder. I think with Vot's gone, I should be fine. But if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome. I'll be making my way to the docks and taking the first ship I find out of here.
Hey, we should totally tell him to go to that ship we know of that totally is ours.
Hey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you're serious about owing your life to us, we've been looking for a pirate crew.
We have.
Are you sailing out of Baldur's Gate anytime soon?
Not exactly, no.
Perhaps.
Probably in the next week or two.
I think he wants to get out of here a lot sooner than that.
We can be a ferry and just take him where he wants
The
to.
offer stands. I think we can let him go do his own thing, but
I'll consider, but for the time being, I think it's better if I remain in hiding. Where is it that I will find you, should I... Yeah... consider this offer? Like, it's possible.
Where's the boat parked at again, guys?
I mean, we
The
can
port?
just give him.
Yeah, which port?
the port, the one port.
We could
Is
just
Your
tell
ship's
him
name!
The
Oh,
uncivil serpent. Those words.
I'll
I am
find
good
you.
at speaking.
If I will be found out first, I'll make my way out of here, and this is the last time you guys will see me. But, fate be kind, I'll find you.
Is there anything you can tell us about how we can get to the matriarch of the Van Tamper clan?
My mother's villa. Oh, it's just beyond the city gates in the upper city. Oh, short stroll past wide. But, beware, it is guarded, for she has her own private guard beyond the watch. But, should you perhaps find a way into the villa without hostile means, she always does take in the fellows like that one over there, and points toward Viren. You know, the fancy kind.
Way in?
Sorry?
We could bluff our way in, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
Well, should we round up the remaining cultists and be on our way then?
I think we could just leave. We don't have to like round anybody up.
no, I think we pretty much got this place covered.
We killed
mean-
the leaders.
We handcuffed everyone that we left alive, right?
Everybody we encountered.
What if we go look at the statues first? They might be of interest.
They're just
Tibbert
statues
would
of
like
the-
to loot the statues and the corpse for all it has.
as Tibbert?
Tibbert is
needs
Tibbert.
a new
Mork
hat.
is within Tibbert, but not outside of Tibbert.
Tibbert. Hold on, Hunter. Tibbert, sure, you all look throughout the center of this Covenant of Death 3. The center statue resembles a heavily armored man whose face is hidden behind a fearsome visor of his helm. He's painted red except for his right gauntlet, which is black. Clutched in his gauntlet is a blood-red spear upon which Vots is, well, skewered. As you approach, the statue feel this aura of dread. Bappo and Tibbert, roll me wisdom saves, please.
Sure. Hang on, I just gotta bring up Tibbert's sheet.
Thank you. And Hunter,
Wisdom, correct?
regarding your old character, we'll see about that. Okay, it's in the future. I have it planned. Just hold on with that.
Well,
You see Bappo get thrown onto his knees, and you're just forced to kneel before this statue.
Dang it.
Tibber does the exact same.
Is he just stuck there now?
Poor Tibert.
As
Pull
you
me out.
struggle to get up, your muscles fight against you.
Pull me out.
All right, I'm gonna get Bappo and try and pull him out of the thing's grasp.
Thank you.
He feels much more weighted than usual, as if held there by an invisible force, but nonetheless you manage to bring him up to his knees. Tibert also, slowly, steadily, with a groan, brings himself up to the knees. Nonetheless, you knelt before Bane.
Oh no.
And
Interesting.
The statue to the north depicts a purple-garbed male noble wearing a harlequin mask and holding a dagger in each hand, springing forth as if in the midst of assaulting a target. And the one to the south portrays a black-robed skeleton with its jaw open wide and its bony hands outstretched. Statues are as I described them, and doesn't seem like nothing more.
Tom, out of character,
Yes.
we mentioned last time we're not going to go through do the whole dungeon crawl thing with like every single cultist. I'm fine with that. I'm just wondering, like, can we, we've taken out the leaders. Can we get the guard or something? Make sure the last.
Yeah, that's absolutely in your power. In terms of Ignath and his Cult of Bane, they are shackled. You guys want me to just expedite this? Do you guys want to go through the stolen goods before I do? It's up to you guys.
Yeah,
I'm good
Yeah.
with whatever.
Sure.
Okay.
let's take a
So,
look.
Mortlock is rummaging through 9 wooden crates which are stacked throughout this room. Scurrying among them are several rats, harmless. 6 crates stand empty except for packing straw, but the other 3 contain stolen goods that the cultists have not yet dispersed. You find enough rations to last you about 10 days. These cults ready for a siege. A bag of 20 caltropes, whoever wants to take that.
What are those?
Ooh,
Caltropes are like
okay.
spiked. How do I explain what caltropes? I can show you what they are.
You sprinkle them on the
It's
floor.
it's basically a five pronged spike.
Four.
It's a big
It's a you step on it, it hurts.
They look like
Oh, okay.
this.
They're small spikes.
Imagine if like marbles were sharp and you could use them as a weapon.
Yes.
Or think of Lego.
Oh,
Yes.
those things. I know what those are now.
Yes.
The militarized D3.
Ninjutsu caltropes. So you find 20 of these in a bag. Whoever wants those. You find 3 flasks of alchemist's fire, some sort of liquid color of orange that glows. It's a pretty common item. You'd find it on the shelves of various apothecaries and whatnot.
Oh shit! I just had an idea. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Continue. Viren, you could take a bag of caltrops and launch it at someone with catapult, and then basically have like kind of untie the bag a little bit so that it hit like a wall or something, and the caltrops scatter everywhere. Likewise with the alchemist's fire, since the bottle would shatter on impact.
I was thinking about doing that with the fire. I'm not sure if you can throw caltrops at someone
You just go fill
who's
the
already in an
bag
occupied.
I don't see why not. That if you describe it as Valen just did, that would work. You also find 6 sets of manacles for used to shackle the various prisoners throughout these dungeons. Some tinder boxes, 9 daggers. So if anybody wants to take some daggers, they can. They're just lying there, row by row, in the straw. And I have to roll for this, okay? You find 8 potions of healing in vial glasses, but by the time you have approached already, Mortlock has already chugged 2 of them in order to heal himself, leaving 6 remaining.
Damn, those will be handy.
No one for each of us.
Yep. Yeah, I guess I'll hang on to one of those.
Yeah, you guys can do one for each of you. Expediting this, you trace your way back to Flennis's morgue chambers, where you left Ignath last. Walking through the tunnel leading to the chamber, Walking through the tunnel leading to the chamber door, you note some of the wooden beams supporting the tunnel have shifted askew due to some external force. Already scorched from Flennis's fireball prior, you note one of the beams has partially snapped, occasionally sending loose stone crumbling onto the flooded floor now and again. The sound of this partial collapse is remnant to the one you heard from afar when Erwin's charged Thunder Smite sent Vots flying backwards with great force. When you finally reach Flennis's chambers, you find Yignath still shackled to the wooden beam as you left him, daring not to move lest he cause a collapse. Flennis's corpse lays beneath nearby, his eyes and skin even paler than it was in life. The catervine stench is intensified as you are reminded of the other corpses piled in the corner, including that of the pirate Oberon buckets among them. Do you wish to do anything? Yes.
We manacled him to one of the beams, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So we would have the key for the manacles. Byron, do you have Mage Hand?
I do not, unfortunately.
Okay. Hmm. Tom, do you want to move us? Okay, you
I
are.
am.
Awesome.
I'm on it.
Yep,
Just
yep.
theater of the mind, this as I say.
Mhm.
Fine by me. So the beam's in danger of snapping. I mean, Faith would probably be best for kind of getting in there, getting out fast, but we wouldn't want to put her character at risk when she isn't here. Let's see. Who's the most dexterous among us?
Not Tibbert.
What exactly are you trying to do?
Well, we wanna get Yignath out of here without collapsing the ceiling. Which actually, what if Tibbert were to just use himself as a beam and wedge himself between the floor and the ceiling?
And when Tibbert moves, the ceiling will collapse.
But we could all get out of there before then. Tibbert could be the last one out.
Tibbert will become a beam. Is that
Holding up the
acceptable,
ceiling,
DM?
it does give off a few pebbles, kind of bounce off your shoulders and onto the floor, but you seem to be supporting this as you unshackle Yignath. He says not a word. He seems to be salty, for lack of a better word, of how things have turned out. But too injured to fight. I'm guessing you're gonna do up his shackles again, kind of thing.
Yeah, shackle his hands behind his back. Valen will at least keep him steady so he doesn't trip and fall as they move out of the chamber.
Sure thing. I'm gonna say, for the sake of expediting this, that the corpse of FNX Zelber, the old man you found by Vendetta, Oberon buckets, and any other corpses you found throughout the dungeon, one or another, perhaps Tibbert can shoulder them on him.
Oh yeah.
Carry them out.
Tibbert's got that sweet 23 strength.
Big boy.
And you
I'm
manage
a
to
tree.
escort
Not a boy.
one by one the cultists out. Is this the last we want to do with this dungeon? Pretty much, we're done.
Pretty much.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think so. We would just, on our way out, we would inform the guards of, hey, we took out the leader from this cultist, a bunch of people that you would need to take in and arrest.
Sure.
Make sure that they are detained and that they do not get
people
out.
going down here if it's all unstable.
Tibbert can just collapse the whole place if you want,
I
That's
think you should
but
true.
that would
collapse
collapse
it.
whatever is above it as well.
Let's hope it's not an
Um,
orphanage and say YOLO.
Well,
No, it's
he could collapse the tomb. Okay, so Valen's gonna whisper this away from the cultists in Yignath, but we could have Tibbert collapse the tombs of the dead three, considering those are epicenters of the worship, the cult's worship.
It is done. Tibbert wishes to do so.
As you guys head toward the exit, trailing your way back through those flooded chambers, you hear the thumps and creaks of wood as Tibbert makes his way east, and then shortly a loud echoing throughout the chamber, and then the collapse of rock. Shortly thereafter, Timber emerges onto the moonlit streets outside of the bathhouse. With the crypt's collapse, hopefully that will deter further attraction of cultists to these desecrated grounds. As you step... Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, I should mention I was taking pains to try and not say that in front of the cultists,
Yes.
for fear that they might retaliate against the people at the Shrine of Suffering.
Noted.
Valen's conflicted about this, but anyways.
Noted. Okay. As you step...
I'm not
Yes,
I'm
go
not sure
ahead.
this was the best course of action.
Sorry?
Just saying.
What's
I'm
that?
not sure this was the best course of action, just saying.
Collapsing
Nonetheless, it is done.
It's over with.
None. That is true. Okay, let's go. Let's move on.
As you
Sorry,
step... Yes. Oh my god, yes.
I'm sorry, I'm just...
We need like a buzzer.
Oi.
When you say that you're not sure this was not the best course of action, what do you mean by this?
As in collapsing the cult.
Oh no, that was the best course of action.
I mean, okay, well, tell me why you think that.
I'm just not sure if causing damage to like people's property was the best way to ensure that people don't use this cult room again. I think we could have figured something out if we tried to and we spent more time.
What? Like empathize with people? The thing everyone's been telling me is look, I'm all for doing something else as well to try and help people, but also this is like, it's a sacred shrine. It's, if we just leave it, people are going to use it.
I'm not gonna deny it's quick and efficient.
Alright, well,
I mean, to
okay.
be fair,
sure we'll have
Byron,
plenty of
this
chances.
cult are the people who have been murdering, kidnapping your fellow peers this entire time.
Yeah, I mean, Valen's not Valen's gonna try and help these people, but like the architecture itself is not. He's not interested in redeeming that.
Right. As you step up through the rough-hewn steps leading to the secret passage back into the bathhouse, the smell of scented candles and incense water replaces the pungent stench of sewage from below. At this hour, the bathhouse is closed. The green lantern, usually burning bright outside to indicate operating hours, is extinguished, and moonlight streams through the glass pane windows instead, dimly illuminating the outlines and silhouettes of shapes in the darkness. All is quiet save for the sound of trickling water coming from the stone fountain outside, carved in likeness of smiling nymphs, tipping a jug of wine into a circular stone basin below. Let's just proceed with this. You managed to find some of Flaming Fist guard patrolling about, and I would imagine, Bappo, you want to play this out, or do you want me to just expedite it?
I'm sorry, what?
You managed to find a squadron of patrolling Flaming Fist guard as you're escorting these cultists out of the dungeons.
Yes.
Do you wish to play it out, or do you want me to expedite it?
Oh, yeah, I guess we could play it out if you wanted to.
It's
Sure.
up to you, dude.
Oh, yeah, okay, we'll play it out.
You recognize them as the same Flaming Fists who were lounging about in the Elfsong Tavern who helped you beat those pirates up. The exact same squadron.
Oh, hey guys.
Ah, my man. Bappo. Oh, and what do you carry there?
This is just some people we beat up. Some cultists.
Brutal. I dig.
Yeah. They deserved it. You want to take them off my hands?
Oh, I see. Well, see how it is. The big sergeant over there playing the rank, is he? All right, fine.
Yep.
Boys, to Sea Tower. How many have we here? 4. I'm counting. Yeah, we should be able to handle them. Nah, that's just fine. We'll shackle them up into the dungeons. Lowest floor.
Wait,
Shall we grab some ale next long rest?
I'm all for it. Don't know what a long rest is. You kind of sound weird, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Wink.
Don't know it. Wink.
Was there? Sorry, I'm just trying to mentally count how many cultists we got. Like there was Yignath, the lady with
Yignath
one
and
eye.
3 Bane cultists that you shackled up.
Right.
Four.
Did we? Like you, I mean, you mentioned to us last time there was like more cultists in the dungeon. What do we want to do about them? Keeping things expedited, like
With the cultists leaders taking out, I don't think, and well, you guys buried crypts as well. I don't think they'll have any reasons to come back to the bathhouse hideout. There are more, obviously. I mean, there are more throughout the world. But in terms of who you could find in a dungeon, you have found everybody who resided there during that shift. And they're now in shackles. So you're good there.
we're good. Okay, yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Tibbert is kind of like holding still in the darkness, pretending to be a tree. Yeah, we'll take him off your hand. I guess you will, you'll come around to Sea Tower sometime to fill in the papers, right? Because you've made arrests after all.
Yes.
That's great. That's great.
Right,
Alright,
dude,
you
that's
guys have a
what
safe
we'll-
night.
Good.
Don't get into too much trouble.
You as well.
You too.
As they carry out the prisoners toward the south, toward the docks, turning the street. You know where South Sea Tower is. It's about west, Grey Harbor, kind of past the causeway. We can play into that and more expanded later on. I suppose we shouldn't leave Hunter dangling, though, in the wind, so let us simply clear out. Can I clear with... Yes, I would like to clear the entire thing.
Could whoever has the children in the background please move to push to talk?
Disconnect. And then...
Poor Paul.
Oh,
Yeah, he can't do nothing about it. There's just some screaming kids in the back.
Oh, wow, that's loud. Okay, cool. Turning down. Cool. As the guards move away into the darkness and out of sight, Tibbert turns to you all with a creak of the branches. My newly found friends, says the large treant, picking off Sekra and Gore off his branches. I do not know why your friend has chosen to give up his life for my rebirth, but it is clear now I owe him a great debt. Such an act of selfless sacrifice must be repaid. It is not too late. Treant retrieves the bag of beans hanging from one of his branches. Within these seeds is power, blessed by the Oak Father himself. These will serve as key in bringing back your friend. Come, let us seek fresh soil beneath the open skies. There, I shall demonstrate the miracle of Silvanus. He leads you and you all proceed outside, Treant leading you to a grassy patch nearby, away from prying eyes. He plants a bean in the soil and then gently covers it in dirt before continuing. Death is but a part in the circle of life. As your friend's lifeblood flows through my veins, brought me into this world, so shall my sap give life to his new body. Observe the miracle of Silvanus, the Oak Father. With raking nails, he scrapes off the bark from his one of his many limbs, exposing the soft and supple cambium layer beneath, dripping with golden sap. As the sap soaks into the soil, a soft green glow can be seen from beneath. It is part of the ritual to say a few words to encourage the sapling's growth. You have known better than I. Perhaps only for a few weeks, but nonetheless, let us say a few words to encourage sapling's growth, friends.
hardly knew him. I hope perhaps this time I could know him better.
The treant smiles and nods as the leaves rustling as he does so. Good. Good. Anyone else? Come now. Do not be shy.
Mork
He was a great drinking partner.
may have been a dumbass, but man, was that dumbass fun.
And so you shall be fun again. As he finishes his words, the earth stirs as slowly a stalk pierces the surface and rises above ground. The leaf grows larger, encircling itself into a man-sized cocoon, which glows like an emerald. You watch it pulse and ebb to and through for a few minutes before the cocoon blooms open, and from within drops an unconscious, slime-covered, bark-skinned, naked half-orc. Mork.
Oh god.
As you awake, you feel weak, as your head spins, as your mind struggles to catch up to the last moments of you being alive. You feel drained, rewired, and shiver against the cold breeze that your skin is exposed to. You inspect your hands, they're mucus covered, the skin slightly greener than you remember it, and covered in this bark. And intricate bark-like swirls and textures covering your arms can be seen present. Mystical sylvan runes can be seen pulsing with jade glow between the veins of the sap beneath. Your new features make you quite the curiosity, which is both imposing, intimidating, and adds a certain charisma charm that has not been there before. You receive the penalty noted in the blank the mind, rebuild the body trait that I've added to your sheet, and we already discussed that. As you rise, the treant nods. Good. It worked. Yeah, of course it worked, yes. Welcome
I'll
back. Yes.
I'll give Mork my cloak so he isn't like shivering. Welcome back.
Friends,
How do you feel?
all I remember is that bean.
I think maybe
Crowbar?
you shouldn't be the one holding on to those in future, Mark. No offense.
No.
Do we have any left?
I think Mork will hang on to the beans.
No.
I am part bean now. It only makes sense.
Oh my
You
god.
part B now.
I have to disagree, really.
Frankly, yes, but Mork shall not give up beans.
Hey,
Just-
Mort, you want to
just-
roll your odds on eating another one?
I
Just
will
don't
not eat another
anymore.
one.
Just don't eat anymore.
The treant
Which
has
is
the
fine.
beans, right? Because the
I believe
treant
so.
I do.
think-
failed.
Little confused still.
Can
Why
Valen
am
just
I?
get the beans off the treant?
Now you promise to share, and he hands you the beans with a slow approaching vine that holds them up. Now, nature calls, friends. I can hear the Oak Father's whispers in the wind. If fates be kind, we shall meet again, this season or the next. I will leave you now, but not empty-handed. As a final thanks, Mork, please receive these humble gifts. The treant proceeds to hand you back the things you had on you before you imploded, one by one. He hands the beans to Valen for safekeeping for now.
That's a nice gift.
In addition to these, Tibbert produces a fine longsword whose handle and hilt is warped around the shining steel as if the whole blade is one with the sword. He also produces a bow whose string seems to vibrate in the wind and whistle like wet crystal glass. Go forth, friends. Embrace this new life you were given. And remember, only you can stop forest fires.
Smokey the Bear.
Or Smokey. Jesus. Thank you, Tibbert.
Was he holding a shovel and pointing at us when he said that?
No.
I'm gonna hang on to one of the beans and give the rest to Viren, since he seems like he would make better use of them.
All right, cool.
I appreciate it.
Add 1 bean to your inventory and add 3 beans to your inventory, Byron. That is all that is left. Oh wait, no, 2 beans because you guys used 1, right?
There was
Question.
6
Yes.
originally.
On the
there's
blank the
6
mind.
We just used 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
3 then. Go on.
Oh, never mind. I was being dyslexic with the minus symbol. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that cranberry juice.
Hibbert seems to take his time leaving. He didn't quite move. He's still rooted to the ground. He's kind of enjoying the breeze. How do you guys wish to proceed from here?
I'm gonna get dressed.
Yeah.
Let's take Mark home so he can get dressed, and then let's
Where's
all
home?
go to the tavern and have some
I
fun.
don't have
Where,
a home.
Where
it's
is
kind
Mark's
of
home?
imploded.
We need to talk to Zodge about getting our money for.
We can,
Oh yeah, what did we loot, guys?
We can do that in the morning. Just talk to Zodge.
Sounds to me like you all wish to take a long rest from here, and that's fair enough.
Yeah,
In terms... Yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say Valen's gonna go back to the Shrine of Suffering and probably swear his oath now, I think.
Well, whatever it is you guys want to do first. I can play it one by one. I can do the Shrine for Suffering now, if you wish, yeah? Yeah?
I think, Valen's gonna talk to Arrow first.
Who?
Arrowwind?
Sure.
So, I mean, I don't know, I guess I'll be heading back to the tavern. Arrow, well, found your vengeance, I suppose. What are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna hunt the rest of them down, I guess. It's what feels best, really.
Are you sure? Did it feel like how you hoped to kill that man?
It really did. It was like a rush, a satisfying feeling, knowing that I took vengeance on someone who did wrong. You know, who murdered my family, my clan, who possibly hurt other people. That's what felt right to me.
I know that feeling of it feeling like the right thing to do. Vengeance and death, and take it from someone who's been there. It doesn't last. There may be another way, but you seem set on your path. If you ever want to find another way, well, you know where I am. I'm gonna take his leave. Yeah, Valen's gonna head to the Shrine of Suffering. You guys can do whatever you want.
So, during a long rest, you may restore your health and reset your hit dice. You may restore your spell slots as you all take your night's rest. And we'll do a full day's worth of long rest activities to follow, starting with the Shrine of Suffering, for sure.
Alright.
Copy and paste, as I describe to you what is before you. Right. Valen, anybody else wishes to come with Valen here? Real quick.
I would like to go with Valen. I have some old words from Master that may help.
Sure thing.
Viren will go with Valen. He's just curious to see exactly what Valen's morals are.
Yeah, unless the party
He sort of got like.
Yeah, unless the party has other plans that we should do in the same time, I'm gonna assume the entire party goes with. Fair enough?
That sounds good.
Not all made it into the city of Baldur's Gate. The following the initial wave of refugees which you first arrived into the lower city, the Flaming Fist guards seal off entry to any and all residents passing through the outer gates. Those few Elder Guardians who did make it in now gather and find shelter by the simple stone shrine to Ilmater, god of martyrs and patient endurance, which stands in a small, quiet square, the edges of its plaza thick with pallets and meager belongings of the lower city's homeless population. Here, poor Baldurians and Elder Guardians alike come to receive free meals and enough copper to pay their way through the city's inner gates, thanks to the ministrations of a priest by the name of Brother Hodges, which Valen, you're at this point quite familiar with. This lawful priest has a strong heart, and is supported by donations from all ranks of society and beloved by their community. The cleric and his adult children, Hansel and Sissa, spend their time chatting with the city's downtrodden as you approach. You see they are offering healing and alms to those who can. You approach the shrine, and Brother Hodges is right over yonder.
Brother, how have things been?
Oh, good. Ah, Valen, it is good to see you again. Come closer so I can look at you. You're not wounded, are you? Last time you were here, you were quite roughed up.
I'll live. Had a bit
Well,
of a
praise be.
run-in.
Praise be.
Fireball. Kind of run in with a fireball, but I'm all right. How are things here? Do the refugees have enough food?
I fear it's getting worse by the day, my friend. It seems that more and more refugees manage to pass through the gates. But, by the hand of Ilmater, we will take care of all without exception.
Hey guys, how did we divvy up the money? Like, how much did everyone get?
I thought we did the group fund.
By the way we voted, we did individual shares, and if anybody needs anything, you can ask from party member to party member, pretty much. The way I divided it up, Valen, did you take your share?
I haven't noted it on my character sheet yet.
Okay, I understand. So I'll explain. Of the total gold value, if you divide it among all players, 4 of you receive 40 gold, 6 silver, and 7 copper, and 2 others receive the same, but just 6 copper instead. So I'll just paste in chat so you guys are not confused by my words. This is the math. That's just the coins. The items that were in the I didn't count the worth of the items because you guys didn't sell them or decide to keep them yet. So, but that's the gold.
Okay, I'll take one of the shares with 7 copper pieces.
Sure.
And I'm holding on to one of the potions of fire breath. So, alright, so Valen has 40 gold pieces. Well, I'm sure you're familiar with the cult that's been running around, killing people. We dealt with them recently. I have some money that I can donate to the shrine, however much we need. How much would you need to keep people fed and clothed in the short term?
Oh, I would never ask for if you wish to help. You have already done more than enough, but our troubles are not monetary, my friend. The people endure, even with pennies. We will always have enough. Nonetheless, if you wish to help, there is a task I would ask of you, but that can hold.
In the meantime, the elder priest looks up at you with a serious look on his face.
Valen,
He whispers in a voice soft and ancient.
look around you. What do you see?
People in need of help? My countrymen? Or
Suffering, yes. All throughout, the poor suffer, while the rich endure. Yet it is not money that separates us, is it? No, it is the heart. It is what is in your heart and mine that separates us. The rich come to ruin, the poor endure, because of what is within.
He
I
sighs.
think
Yes.
maybe that may not entirely be true. And Valen's gonna look over at Viren. Viren, these are in your position, you have a lot of privilege. You're at the top of the pyramid, and these are the people at the bottom. I know you want to do the right thing. Just, I ask that you keep them in mind, that these are the people to whom your fortune exists on the backs of people like these. Just don't forget these.
Byron looks around at the the people around him, at Brother Hodge, and he sort of nods his head at what Valen says after a second, with little emotion on his face, but a sternness.
Hodges, you wanted to ask me something?
Both you and Viren have shown great devotion, but you are exceptional, Violin. I did notice that. You have showed great devotion in the ways of Ilmater, and have proved yourself in the eyes of God. On behalf of the Brotherhood, I offer you the chance to pledge your vows in service of the one who endures, so that his blessing will be bestowed upon you, and his will be carried out by your hands. Do you accept?
I would be honored to accept.
Come then. Follow me onto the shrine of the crying god.
He leads you toward the simple stone shrine where a weeping man cast in stone kneels strapped to a rack. The copper nails securing the wooden rack across his shoulders have reddened with rust, and the metal runs off in crimson streaks across the stony flesh. Brother Hodges produces a thick red cord made of stained cotton and a small vial of holy water. He proceeds to bless the cord, uttering a prayer to Ilmater all the while.
Do you swear to uphold the values of perseverance?
I need water, I'm sorry, you guys.
Perseverance?
Perseverance.
Aiding the suffering and preserving good in this world full of sorrows.
I do.
To fight for the oppressed and bear the burden of those too weak to carry out on their own.
I do.
To use violence only as a last resort, and to offer redemption to those who would walk the path of benevolence and justice.
Yes, I swear.
He ties your hands with a blessed cord, and as he does so, you feel your inner divine light grow brighter.
Then rise. I hereby proclaim you Velendress, the Redeemer.
As you rise and Brother Hodges finishes uttering one final word of prayer, the cord grows red hot and briefly scalds your flesh before disintegrating into ash, leaving red burn marks upon your wrists. It is done.
Thank you. Then,
Remember, it is more than money that drives us. Your deeds cut a deeper laceration to the lives of these people, and they will heal from that, much more than gold.
Unless you wish to add anything else.
I think we can move on, yeah? That's fine.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Brother Hodges is quite knowledgeable.
Thank you. And you're new among here. I haven't seen you around, Orc.
Half orc.
Right. Apologies. You too bear burdens. Yours a skin deep.
Yes. However, one must wear their ego like a loose-fitted garment.
Quite so.
Pleasure to
Right.
meet you, Brother Hodges.
We'll be seeing each other more often than you think. all those who are suffering the heart come to see me one way or another. Until then, I bid you all adieu. May Ilmater watch over you all.
And proceeds to
Bon nuit.
Bondui, and he proceeds to, carry forward his task of, taking care for the rest of people surrounding the shrine.
So, what do you guys want to do next?
Hey, could go for a damn sleep after being birthed out of a
You have slept.
pot.
That's pretty much next morning right now.
Oh.
Unless you do anything in your sleep, you can kind of move down.
I could go to get that reward. Give
You
me some
could.
new boots.
And I remember you guys also
I
want to
need
ask Zaj about the murder, so I mean, that can certainly be done. It's up to the group.
Can we start to collect the 200 each from Zaj?
That's what
Yeah.
we were talking about.
Yes.
Bappo.
Let's go talk to
do
Zaj.
that.
Alright.
Talking to Zaj sounds good.
It means I have to communicate and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh my god, you actually
Oh,
have
no.
to play. Yeah.
Role playing in your role playing game?
I suppose this is a better view for all y'all, for immersion's sake. Right. Proceeding to the Basilisk Gate, you find Captain Zaj seated at a wooden table that has been set aside inside a guard post a few feet from the closed doors of the Basilisk Gate itself. He is flanked by 3 men on either side of him, their hands resting on their swords and maces. He lifts his gaze from the letter he was reading and focuses his eye upon you, Captain Zaj. There we are.
Ah, it's you. I've been debriefed of your success in ridding the city of the cult's key leaders. You have my gratitude, soldier. Rest assured, you and yours will be compensated in a 10 days' time, once we confirm the cult's activity in the city has ceased. Now, have you got something to report for me, boy?
He turns to you, Bappo.
We destroyed the whole cult underground.
Yes,
bunker.
sharp as always, Bappo. Just said that.
Huh?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
He just said that, dude.
Oh, yeah, we did that. That was us.
And you have my gratitude, boy. You'll have your payment in 10 days' time whenever we confirm that the cult's activity has ceased.
Okay.
And
Guys.
what happens if it hasn't ceased?
It won't cease.
Then you
because
haven't done
all
your
we
job as
did-
a soldier, have you?
All we did was destroy the shrine that they were in. We didn't.
No, we killed their leaders.
Perhaps
too.
Yeah, we
Captain
killed all
Judge,
their leaders too. But
if
they're still
I
gonna
may
be
suggest,
around.
may we receive half of the reward, and if it is insufficient, we may put it to use to dealing with what remains.
He strokes his bearded chin. Roll me a persuasion check.
I got this, guys. Maybe.
That's not your charisma score. Is it?
What is it? It says it's 13.
Oh yeah, because you fucking dunked it. Right. Did you have like an 8 before?
Fucking
Yes.
brutal. Yikes. Alright, cool. No,
I
13.
mean, I got an 8 intelligence and an 8 wisdom now.
Can
Whoa.
I try to help him in persuasion
He
by ensuring that if we get half the payment now, we will try our best to get the rest of the cult out?
I'll be rolling with advantage with 13 there.
Don't undersell yourself, boy. You've done a fine job taking out the leaders. And I'm sure that in time we will confirm that activities have ceased. I cannot spare the full payment for all of you guys just yet. But tell you what, I'll give you half. But Bappo, it's on you. If you're not getting that motion, if you haven't done your job right, get me, boy?
Yes, sir.
Right.
He hands you each 100 gold pieces in individual leather money pouches.
Facts.
Yes.
Coach.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright.
100 gold.
You'll get the rest in a 10 day. Hopefully you didn't disappoint. You didn't yet. Those Bane cultists have given us quite a time, but In fact, we questioned them overnight and we managed to haul up the rest. Hopefully the rest, if they told the truth. All in Sea Tower now.
We had a question about a murder, correct, friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yes. About your lieutenant.
Oh, kudos to you for keeping up notes. Go on.
Yeah, the
Your
lieutenant.
lieutenant who died recently.
Right.
We were wondering, did he have any family?
Boris Whitmore was a fine lieutenant. He kind of becomes reflective as he tries to remember if he had any family. I remember the day he first stepped into Sea Tower, green as a gooseberry. He could barely lift his sword back then. He was much better at lifting a mug of ale. Boy, that man could drink. As for his
Cheers to that.
family, I believe his folks still reside in Port Nyanzaro. Port Nyanzaro. I'm just gonna paste that in chat so I can remember too. His younger brother, Bran, is stationed at Fort Belurian in Chult under the command of Liara Portier, the Duke's niece. I doubt Boris kept in contact with his family, but if you should speak with them, luck might find you on your side. Her side. I can't speak today for some reason. Captain Zodge waves his letter in his hand. I just received a word that Grand Marshal Liala Portier is on a ship headed to Baldur's Gate. It seems the Duke Dillard Portier has convinced the council the Flaming Fist needs a firmer hand commanding it. If you're lucky, Bran Whitmore will arrive with her, and you'll be able to speak to him about his brother.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite parse all of that. So the person
So, yeah.
arriving on the ship.
So in his hand is a letter detailing the arrival of Liara Portier, the Duke's niece, the niece of Dillard Portier, who is the marshal of the forces of the Flaming Fist in Schult. She's headed north toward Baldur's Gate, and aboard, if you're lucky, will be the murdered lieutenant's brother, Bran.
Okay. Bran Whitmore. Alright, gotcha. Thank you very much.
I'll be frank, while I do find your dedication to Boris's case admirable, these things happen. People die in Baldur's Gate, and every single one of my men knows the risks. You want to avenge his death? Do as you've done already, as you're ordered. Find the people responsible and show them the same justice they showed Boris.
We can do that.
Good. I have every faith in you. I miss
If you
Boris.
want us to bring back some sort of confirmation that we did said job,
For sure. I need proof that the deed is done. Nothing will bring Boris back, but if I know that the culprits behind his murder are arrested and facing justice, well, that'll bring some peace to my heart and his family's for sure.
facing justice. So
Facing
don't kill
justice.
them? Hmm?
Well, I mean, if they happen to find their way at the end of your sword plunged 2 inches deep into it, I would not cry. But if you manage to arrest them and bring them to Sea Tower, they'll face justice. A long sentence and a good one.
Copy that. We can do that.
Zodge, I have a question about some of the cultists.
Yes.
And Valen's going to show the red burn marks. I'm working with a priest of a Shrine of Hellmatter, and excuse me?
Go on. He kind of sighs, not so much in disgust, more of exasperation. Go on.
Sure, yeah. I was considering perhaps if some of the cultists who showed a willingness to help the community, perhaps some of them could be put to use with, well, community service, trying to help build shelters and feed the homeless.
He leans back leaning against the back of his chair, sending both his arms behind his head, and he's like,
I am stationed here in the comfortable position of the Basilisk's Gate to guard this part. You want to speak to those prisoners? Go to Sea Tower. I'm sure the jailer there will grant you entry with Bappo at your side. Whether or not those scoundrels are willing to see the light of Ilmater, he says in a kind of mocking tone, is really none of my concern. I only concern myself with arresting and getting them off the streets. You want to work your mission? Knock yourself out.
Okay. Out of character, let's do something not Valen-centric before we do that. I'm sure people have stuff they want to do.
Do they?
Armin's back.
Shopping spree.
In
Yeah,
terms of, with all that fresh gold you have to you, leaving Basilisk Gate behind, you have the Sorcerer's Sundries, where you would find pretty much everything you're looking for outside of armor, which is provided by Erwin, apparently, in this campaign.
I'd prefer to go to Erwin's shop currently.
So what do we want to do
What I
first?
missed?
Well, who wants to buy armor and stuff?
Well, before we do that, real quick, I would like to ask, what are we doing with the other items that we have from the Dragon Horde? The crown and the... What is it?
The mask.
Masks.
If you're looking for the
Yes, shall we
handout,
be-
it is right over.
I
Yes.
found it.
Yep.
Will we be
There
selling
was also
those?
gemstones.
Yes.
Or, yes. So we have 10 eye agents, agats,
I got this.
agates, worth 10 gold each.
Agates.
We have a porcelain dragon mask, which is worth 25 gold, and a bronze crown with 5 spires worth 250 gold piece. Hello?
I'm just thinking. Well, we could sell them, and the money would be nice. There is also the problem that those seem to be of some importance to the cult of the dragon, and that they would potentially buy it back and put it to use again, or target whoever we sold it to and potentially just steal it back.
Well, if it's okay with you, I would like to ask if I may have the porcelain mask and do some research on it. I do have my ways.
I think that's a
After
good
all,
idea.
I spend most of my time with books.
Is there anything about? Oh yeah, could I have the coins with gemstones inside, or what is that? Oh wait, yeah, there's gemstones or something.
Yes, the agates.
The I got whatever they are.
I
Can I get
Agates.
those because my character's thing is with jeweler's tools, so I can make them look better, and they could probably sell for more.
Oh, good idea.
I mean, that's a neat idea. You can probably craft them into something. The gems themselves already look like they're polished and finished up and were worth something already. 10 golds each, pretty precise, as you would know the market price.
Well,
Yeah.
he could turn them into like jewelry, like necklaces
Yeah.
or rings or
Sounds to me
whatever.
like you guys want to keep him, which is perfectly fine, yeah?
Yeah, so Mark's gonna hold on to the mask, I think he said.
Mork will eventually try it on, but we will do Mork stuff after shopping spree and other things.
Okay. Well, if we're shopping, I just want to like commission Arrowwind. I think I need like 50 gold pieces worth of like powdered silver for spell component stuff. So actually, oh right, yeah, Byron, you wanted to split costs on holy water. I need the powdered silver to make the holy water. So yeah. we
Yeah,
can do
that's right.
that. Do you want to? Okay, do you want to mark off 25 gold pieces from your sheet? I'll mark off 25, and I'll use both of those to make. Sorry, what are they? To make holy water.
You want to make 2 bottles?
Or just would you want 2 or 1?
Wait, how much water can you holify in one go?
Can you holify?
Bless. I can bless 1 bottle of holy water per 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver.
What is that, Tom?
It's what?
We're in a blacksmith shop. I'm just doing some ambiance while I guess discussing this stuff.
Oh.
Oh, that's some quiet.
Sure, yeah, I'll take out 25 gold pieces. We'll have
Okay, so I'll do well here. God, failed math. No, I didn't. But okay, so yeah, so Valen uses ceremony. It takes him 2 hours. He's gonna make 2 bottles of holy water. I guess
I'm
you can
guessing that you're already proficient in knowing what they do, yeah?
Sorry.
Like, I'm guessing you're already proficient in knowing what they do?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
yeah,
can.
okay.
The spell ceremony, which I have prepared, you
Mhm.
can create holy water with.
Yeah.
So skip the flavor text, and you have 2 bottles of holy water, Viren. Use it wisely, and I'm gonna hold on to, and then I get 25 more gold pieces worth of powdered silver for my own use of the spell.
And I'm pretty sure that ceremony does not consume the powdered silver, correct?
I think it does. Let me check.
Because I need to look up that spell for later as well. But neat. Oh,
Yes, which the spell consumes.
okay. Yeah. Neat. Very, very wordy spell. Very neat spell, too.
Oh yeah, I love ceremony.
Mm-hmm. Neat. Okay.
Erwin, quick question.
Oh, you're here?
Yeah, I just joined.
Oh, I see.
You sell arrows, right? Or no?
I can craft them.
Yeah, how
yes.
much for some arrows? So I need at least 10.
Bruh.
You Tom would know that better than I do.
Let's go to the friendly compodium.
That too. Because I'm doing the exact same thing you guys can do by looking it all up in the eye icon compodium, which is right in the middle.
It does not say shit.
It does not?
No, it says items and then 0.05 weight.
Oh yeah, the compodium doesn't give prices at all.
Oh, that's shitty. Well,
sad.
usually they go for venture gear 1 gold piece for 20 arrows.
Well,
Follow me here? Yeah?
Yeah.
Orc will gladly purchase 20 arrows as well.
And so will Faith.
And so will Bappo.
When do you? Oh,
And
we
my axe.
And my axe.
we basically have 3 leglesses.
Leglesses?
Actually, I was gonna make myself some arrows as well.
Everyone needs arrows. Okay.
Well, I think we all pretty much got a bow last time.
Yeah, we all are grabbing bows and stuff, which is cool.
Simply exchange the gold for the arrows and we can move right along, yeah?
4 arrows. 1, 2, 3.
I was interested in crafting or making myself a halberd, but I
Oh,
don't know.
God.
I don't know about that.
That might be a little pricey.
A little.
Probably buy one.
Let me know if you do.
Well, I was pretty much just asking the price. It's like, that's not
Halberds,
funny.
I don't want to lie to you with what's in my head right now. I'm pretty sure they're 20 gold pieces.
Oh.
Yes. Because 20
Yeah,
gold
that's
pieces.
cheap.
Half for
And
you
then-
to craft one.
Yeah, if I were to craft one, it'd be half.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 10 gold pieces.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I can subtract 10 and then add a halberd into my inventory?
Yeah. You're pretty much ignoring that from the end of month upkeep for your shop and stuff. I'm calculating on the side, which is really how fun is that to manage? Yay! But yeah, it's 10 gold pieces.
Alrighty.
It's a halberd. I'm not gonna take it away from you, dude.
I should also mention,
Yes.
guys, if we want to spend a bunch of money, potions of healing cost 50 gold pieces. So I don't know. Might be
Is there a better great axe I can buy, or is this just like?
Well,
a halberd is
be
an
happy
axe.
with what you have for now. Trust me, going forward, you'll find better in time. Nothing that Arrow offers with his skills will be better than what you have right now in your hands in terms of battle axes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can't make magic shit if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
No. I just want something that hits a little harder.
You hit a little harder.
Mork hits much harder now.
Trust me, you hit hard enough for now.
Oh, I
And-
know.
And there's better in the future.
All right.
Yeah. You literally just received last session. So, anything else you guys want to do in the smith shop before we proceed to say Sorcerer Sundries or any other shop in the city?
I am good here because I can't really wear armor.
No.
Can I wear? How much? Thing I have.
I guess. Oh. Well, what kind of heavy armor are we talking here?
I don't know. It just says my proficiency is heavy armor, so any heavy.
That would be
armor.
what? Half plate, full plate,
That'll be any plate.
any plate.
How
I
much?
was interested in making plate armor, but that's
Plate,
really
it's like, what,
expensive.
is it
It's a
1200
lot.
or
It's a
25?
fucking lot of money that you don't have, my friend.
It's
It's a lot of
it's
money.
1,500
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
for
It's
half.
a lot of money and a
Maybe
lot of
half,
time,
maybe
and
half.
it's one of
Unless you want to make it out of pots.
Never mind. I'm good. I'm just.
anybody
gonna,
else.
You said it was 1 gold for 20 arrows?
Yes.
Okay.
God, diggity damn.
I'm
I
reminded.
want to.
I'm reminded of the TF2 heavy talking about how expensive it is to fire his minigun, but I'll shut up now.
It costs $20,000 to fire Sasha for 4 seconds.
It's great.
But it's true.
Yeah.
God, you imagine how much a A10 Warthog spends in half a second when it fires.
Dude.
Bert, okay, well, there's your paycheck for the year. Bye.
Yeah. Anybody
Okay,
else? Blacksmith.
I'm done. I would like
Alright.
to go to
I'm
the
done.
magic shop or whatever.
Sure
If
thing.
that is okay.
Still, yourself being still new to the city, you follow your companions and ask about for the location and whereabouts of Sorcerer's Sundries, one of the most popular magic shops in the city. You find the domes of stained glass, roofed round shop on the far side of Eastway, about hereabouts. Oh, I already have it on the map. Several chaotic shafts of color are cast down across the open air before you, and the floors throughout that rise upon wooden pillars connected by staircases and ladders. Venturing inside its delicate
Curious.
looking but magically warded walls, you walk by several customers busy buying and selling all manner of curios and common magic items from eccentric shopkeepers. One of which, I think some of you who are already familiar with the city know him. It's Rivelin Blackhand, mage of human descent who sports a stubble beard upon his neutral face and a withered right hand, giving him his name. You walk into the shop, Mork, and you nearly trip over as an apprentice, short gnome woman, passes underfoot. Watch it!
Jesus. Hey, watch it. I got brand new legs today. Yesterday.
Still getting used to him.
Get used to these things. These
Mine,
bad boys.
mine not Gilligan. She's in a bit of a mood this afternoon. How can Rivelin help you?
I would like to look at your wares. Does
My
Tom have an
wares?
itinerary?
Oh, we're having a special today, and the next day, and the next day, and the day after that. Unfortunately, due to an increase in crime rates and we've been robbed recently, my wares are kind of limited this week. But nonetheless, but let me show you my wares. And he rolls a 1d100. This week, we're featuring a fine selection of, you're lucky, potions of healing at a special price of 25 gold each. You won't find a better price in all throughout the city.
Yeah, I'll grab one.
He fetches it from under from under a table, like a whole rack full of them, about 20 lined up, and hands you one. 25 gold.
I'm just doing the math right now.
As you hand him the coins, they're all in his hand, and he passes them all into his other wither hand, jiggles them, and is like, yes, quite. Good.
Yes.
I think, Valen, you wanted you for some reason? Like, he leaves?
Sorry?
You wanted you leaves for some reason, I remember?
Oh, yeah. I just a Ute leaf.
So while you doesn't grow within the lower city, Sources Sundries does carry leaves in bulk, harvested from a nearby forest a few miles east. Ink, parchment, quills can also be found here, like you were asking, fetching a total price of 10 gold for the ink and silver piece per sheet of parchment.
I worked something out with Byron for
Did
that,
you?
and
Okay.
yes, and I'll buy the U leaf.
Sure.
Could I buy a healing potion?
Yeah, for sure. Just 25 gold. We have those aplenty. Trying to keep the store running in these dire times.
Alright, I gave him. I took 25 off my gold.
Fair. You add 1 potion of healing, and do everybody know how these work?
Nope.
The 1d4, right?
It's 1d4 plus something. Plus 2.
Isn't it 2d4?
2d4.
It's a bigger one.
You're right. I'm looking it up as we're speaking.
How do I add a potion to healing?
You just same
in
way you add any
equipment.
other item in your inventory. At the bottom of your inventory, there's a little plus sign, a little icon,
okay.
and then you can put in the name and the quantity. These ones are just common. They're 2d4 plus 2 healing, but pretty much we'll play them out as you use them. Costs half an action to drink it yourself and a full action to give it to somebody else. So not half an action, bonus action is the word I'm looking for, but yes.
I was like, what the hell is half an action?
Yeah.
Did you drink a potion of healing, and then you can only halfway swing your sword?
Oh,
He'll bash. Do you have any common magic items besides potions of healing?
What are you looking to procure? We have plenty of common ones. The more uncommon ones we have to commission from time to time. But let me see here what I have here. We're usually stocked up on spell scrolls and greater potions, such as potions of climbing and all the like, whatever I can brew in the back. Let me see here. I do have this drift globe, and he lifts up a little orb, and it has a bluish hue to it, and it's almost like it's made of pure glass, like an oversized glass marble that sparkles light from within. We're kind of short on these, but I do sell them for 750 gold a piece.
It's beautiful, but alas, and Valen's gonna snap his fingers and make light appear in his hands. I don't think I have much need of it. Do you have spell scrolls for a paladin?
Oh, I'm sure I have them in stock, yes. I do sell them for full price, for we are short. But depending what spell you're looking for, I could have my Valium inscribers concoct one right up.
So pretty much when it comes to paladin spell scrolls, spell scrolls, like I can craft any spell within first or second level, and they'll vary in price. They don't have to be castable by a paladin if you're casting it from a scroll. But if you're looking for, like, same thing for any paladin spell that's in a paladin list.
I mean, I don't know how it is with you, but can you cast spells that are not on your class spell list?
With a scroll, absolutely.
Okay.
That's why spell scrolls are a thing.
All right. Yep.
Do you have a spell in mind?
I'm just thinking here. You can come back, like DM. You can come back to me later. I'm just thinking at the moment.
We can also like retrospect this in if you don't think about it this session or whatever.
Yeah.
We can retrospect this. Be like, oh, when I was in Social Sentries, I bought this spell. That's fine. That way we can save time, and unless anybody else wants to move on.
I
yeah,
have
we'll move on.
That
one
sounds
more
good.
question,
Afterwards.
Yes.
if that is fine. I pull out the porcelain mask. I ask him if he could help me. I'm looking to do some research into it.
He snaps his fingers towards you, and he motions you to the back. Where did you find this? He holds you and pulls a curtain behind you, leaving you separated from the group in the back of a shop, which is lined with empty vials and blank Valium. And he takes the porcelain mask out of your hands.
Where did you find this?
Where do you think?
I think you robbed the wrong people.
We robbed the people who robbed the people. Well, not really robbed. Sorry, I'm still getting used to being awake. It was a weird day. But
see. He kind of see like sweat kind of come out of his pores. He's like,
You do not mess with the cult of the dragon. You do not take from the cult of the dragon. These must be returned, lest you face their wrath. Were you followed here? Did you bring them
No,
here?
of course not. They don't even know we exist. Yet, at least.
Then they kick down the door and we all die.
I can gladly
But-
answer any questions you want about this bag, but please get it out of my shop. I do not
It
want
will
anything
be out
to
of
do
your
with
shop. Where can we find them if I wish to give
well,
these
as
back?
you know, religion is practiced openly and very welcomely throughout the city. As long as you're not breaking the law, you can hail demons for all they care.
Hmm.
The cult of the dragon is found in the upper city. They have their own hall dedicated to
Ah,
Tiamat. It is.
Perfect.
I would advise you return this item to them, lest you
What
wish
is
to
the
be hunted down.
significance of this mask?
This mask is worn by every cultist, marks their fealty to Tiamat.
Hmm. What about a 5-pronged crown?
He looks around, shifting his eyes to and through, making sure that nobody hears.
Quickly
Artifacts
now.
of Tiamat are not to
Ooh.
be meddled with. The land
Hmm.
suffered once to Dragon Queen.
I wonder what the cult of the dead were doing with it. Well, that
What?
don't matter. No, don't worry.
Loose lips sink ships.
Oh, they're dealt with.
I will not fence it here. You will find no
No,
further gold
no,
from me.
no, 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 no. I don't want you to fence it. I was seeking knowledge. Thank you. If I have any more inquiries, would you recommend anyone else to talk to?
I recommend you return it to whence it came from, or keep it
Oh,
hidden. Keep it safe.
It will get back to where it belongs. And after all I seek is knowledge. Anyways, thank you very much for the help.
Know you of what's the goal we're talking about with you? Oh God, the eye above the candle. I don't
What?
remember. God of knowledge.
Oh, that yeah. I
Severus.
don't remember the name. Maybe I can find a proverb for this.
Huh?
Let what is past flow away downstream. No.
Right.
Right.
Cool. Hey, keep it hidden. He kind of like hands you back the porcelain mask and hopes that you are gonna hide beneath your
Ah.
clothes and brings you
One
back to the
last
main lobby.
proverb for you. It is easy to open a store. The hard part is keeping it open.
Oh, I aim to that. Right.
Anyways, friends, we are good to go.
Is it possible to have a cantrip scribed?
Yes. It goes between
Okay.
50 and 100 gold pieces, depending on the rarity of the cantrip, so to speak.
Is a cantrip skull reusable?
No. Once you cast it once, it burns away.
Ah,
All right. In that case, can I get the cleric spell guidance transcribed?
Is it not a paladin spell? Is it just cleric?
No, it's a cantrip. Paladins don't get cantrips.
Oh, you're
yeah,
right.
you should know this.
Right. Well, I mean,
I-
yeah, but yeah, no, for sure. I could procure one for you. Just give me a moment. I have a few spares in here, and he rummages through the back of his shop and procures a Valium calfskin, specially inscribed scroll of guidance. That's just 50 gold.
Okay. Before I buy that, Tom.
Yes.
I'm not questioning like your interpretation of the rules. That's fine. It's just this is the classic case of the players like, are you sure you want to give me that? Because this being able to cast spells that aren't on my spell list is potentially
I mean,
very
it is just
powerful.
one use.
A spell
Well, yeah.
scroll bears the words of a single spell written. I'm just gonna read this out because there's some new players who don't know how they operate. Written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast it without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible as written. Casting the spell by reading the scroll requires a spell normal casting time. Once the spell is cast, the words on the yada 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 yada. I don't like that. If you're gonna spend gold on a once a time cast of guidance, if you're gonna spend 50 gold pieces on guidance, I'll allow it to be legible.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna spend 50 gold pieces on guidance. Can I cast that on myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can cast
awesome.
it on any willing creature within range, including yourself.
the reason why I don't do it as written is because when you think about it, you're really overspending gold to cast something that's not even that like overpowered. It's a cantrip. It's whatever.
Good.
The DC for it, there's no DC for guidance. Never mind. Okay, cool. Cool. So, with that being done, do we wish to move on?
Yes.
I think so.
Byron would have liked to take some time to study a spell from the Necromancer spellbook.
Sure, during your long rest, you would have been able to do that. It's only cost 50 gold per spell level, and you had the hour.
Right.
Yeah. So which spell was it?
I'm taking a level 2 spell, so I'm going to remove 100 gold from my character right now.
You do that.
Abapo and Mork. Getting that bread.
Yeah.
And,
That's what gold stores for. To spend stuff.
while we're doing this, Mork discloses the information he gleefully gained us on the whereabouts of the Cult of the Dragon, and the possibility of maybe returning them, perhaps, or getting further information if desired.
Well, they could.
Not now, of
Yeah.
course, but
Yeah. They could be a useful ally.
I do not think they'd ally with us.
The Cult of the Dragon is positioned Yabout in their own kind of temple and shrine.
How the hell am I supposed to get there?
Last.
Well, you walk, obviously.
Do we actually?
Probably just pay the guards off. Hey, Byron, can we just be your bodyguards?
I have
That
no
works.
ring, so I can get us through the guards and whatnot.
Mork's
Do we actually?
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, we're guards. We can get in there before night.
I'm a guard. Wait, aren't we all? Did we all get hired?
Yes.
Yeah, we were all drafted into the Red Fist.
Yeah, I just have rank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Sergeant Boppo.
Sergeant.
joke? Go ahead.
Mork's basically a Spriggan from Skyrim, so it's like a Spriggan trying to walk into the Cloud District and run. Hello, I'm seeking knowledge.
Mork is a heavily armed brigand.
Yeah.
I'll beat you up.
Yeah, they just cut their heads off.
Oh god. Alright. Well, if we're done here, Valen's gotta stop to make it. Sea Tower.
I see no harm in it. We can look down at the lowly.
Sorry.
Dead
What
3 cultists.
What spell did Byron take? I'm just gonna make it in my notes.
Misty Step.
Mrs. Tape is a cat. Oh no, it is a level 2. I'm so used to paladins.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a level 2 spell.
It's a level 2 spell. Yeah, I'm so used to paladins. Never mind. Yeah.
Damn, that's like a what? Like, oh.
Yeah, I'm so used
I get that.
to your character Hunter being like, oh, it's a cantrip.
Like, motherfucker getting that at level 2?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Nice. Okay. Very useful spell. Very good.
Sorry, I have to stop at the Uncivil Serpent first. I need to give the captainship to Boppo, and then, like, real quick, and then we'll go to Sea Tower.
Alright.
No problem. Yeah.
That shouldn't take too long.
Bruh, where's the uncivil serpent in my notes, and why is it?
Didn't that happen last time you looked
Yeah,
for it too?
I think I swear there's a poltergeist in my notes somewhere.
When Tom doesn't have pre-session with me, when I just ignore him.
Oh
for
no,
half
it's
an
just
hour.
under Valentis' name. Never mind. Yeah, okay. I was looking for the uncivil service, but it's like okay. All right, cool. Cool. Just gonna put on some ambiance because I didn't have any for the shop, and that felt kind of awkward. Yes.
I'm gonna bring, so, bring Boppo with, go to the Serpent.
Yeah.
And
You find the uncivil serpent moored at the end of a dock at the north side of Grey Harbor. Its black sails are bound by thick ropes to the mast, and its shrouds and rigging swing in the bay winds. Half a dozen crewmen lean against the ship's railings, some watching the horizon, others sharing a flask of some strong liquor. Walking along the ship's aft is Leckart Cadavers. You see him covering one eye with his hand and then the other, testing his vision, and you swore you just saw him smile to himself. High up on the ship's stern, by the helm, you see the heavily tattooed Goliath, the first mate, Maranos, facing with a pirate swagger about. He seems restless and bored. Occasionally you see him rummaging in his lace breeches for some dried corn, and he lifts his palm to feed the oversized raven on his shoulder.
Morning. Mayor.
Yeah.
Leckard? Leckard, I need to talk to you in my quarters.
Aye.
You have quarters?
You have quarters? Apparently.
Well, there's
He's
a captain,
the captain, is he
captain's
not?
quarters, and I'm the captain.
I was gonna say, what the fuck
Oh,
is a
right,
quarter?
right.
Oh, yo, cool. I didn't update this since last time we were here, right? Why do all my maps lag? It's so weird. Uranus is over yonder, Cadaverous is over here with you guys. As you step below the deck, your quarters, matey, as captain would be
It
in
is
south.
so laggy.
Yeah.
It's big. Well, yeah, it's.
If we need the map, I don't know, get some immersion.
Not necessarily. We'll just say we're in quarters or we're somewhere private.
Sure.
Leckard, with your recent demotion and your reputation, I doubt you're going to be able to find a particularly well-paying or leadership position on this or any other ship. Am I wrong?
You don't have to remind me.
Well, I'm not here to rub salt in your wounds. Instead, I want to make you a job offer. With this crew, come join me on land at the Shrine of Suffering. You can have a negotiable pay, and you'll be put in charge of several prisoners working off their sentence, helping out a community. You'll have to, keep an eye out, but I can pay you well. We can try and find a way for you to have days off if you like. But I will need you to keep charge of these men and rule with not an iron fist, but prevent them from hurting anyone.
And these men, what is their nature? What are their crimes? I am used to managing rapscallions, but this is Baldur's Gate after all.
This is Baldur's Gate, but I'm not from here. I'm from Eltergard, and things are different there. These men were cultists, the Dead Three until recently. Murderers, thieves, necromancers, some of them. And I don't guarantee that all of them will have a change of heart and not try and continue their crimes, but I'm going to try and give the best of them a second chance. And I need you to protect the people around them, the innocent people. Can you do that?
He fiddles around with something metallic in his hand that has a chain hanging off it, and you can see that in his hand is two palms tied by string made of silver. And he contemplates your words for a moment there. Roll me persuasion, as I'm just kind of quickly reading through my notes here.
Hey guys, I gotta go eat real quick, so.
That's fine.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'll have to go eat soon as well.
Oh, that's a wonderful persuasion. He nods.
You have heart, kid. You've saved my sight, and you've showed me a new light. Sure, if you pay me for my mug of ale and my nightly bed, I'll keep an eye on, two eyes, on these scoundrels of the Death Three. Make sure they don't conspire to go back in their ways.
Let's see.
But
We'll work out. Sorry.
on one
Yes?
condition. You don't have to pay them, I'll take care of them, but I take my crew with me.
Can you guarantee they're not going to cause trouble on land?
Oh, I can guarantee you that. They will be under my watchful eye, but my boys are my boys. I've taken care of them this long, and I will not leave them without in the hands of these Bows and Swa and Marasso and all those.
These were the men you brought with you to the.
Yeah, the 7 crews that you guys beat up. Yeah, those ones.
As long as they're willing to go with you, then I will allow you to take them.
Then we have a
Sound
deal.
And he extends a hand.
Valen shakes his hand with the the now burn marks on it.
Yeah.
Uh,
And what's his name? I'm sorry, I'm not top of my game today for some reason. Darvis also notices those singe marks and he nods in understanding. He's like, I really do hope that we see each other again, wherever our paths take us.
Likewise. So, are we done here then, DM?
Yes. So if you need to go eat, that's fine. We can continue on with, I guess, all that remains for you guys is Sea Tower before we proceed onwards and finish off this long rest. If anybody else needs a break, we can go ahead and take it. I think I'm gonna get myself some food as well.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go grab something to eat.
You know what? I'm gonna make the recording a two-parter this time, and I'm gonna cut it here.